Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 2 in Law of Banking and Financial Institutions. This is Professor Dunaway. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I am posting this on Sunday the 12th, so I hope you're all having a good Mother's Day, either if you are a mother or with your mother, or if you know any mothers, and that you're all having a great weekend. And so I hope everyone had a good week 1. I did not get that many questions, so I take that as a good sign. Seems like everybody's plugging along and getting through everything, so that looks good. So last week for week 1, we learned about the overview of banking law framework and history. As I've mentioned before, you want to be sure to go through the learning outcomes. So for week 1, now that you've been through hopefully all the materials, you should now be familiar with principal banking laws enacted since the Banking Act of 1933. You also now should understand how bank legislative history led to the current dual banking system. And then finally, now you should recognize the different types of preemptions and how they affect the law of banking. So that's where you should be now after week 1. There were several sections of the banking law online text we wanted you to take a look at, as well as a couple cases and then 4 videos. So hopefully you had time to review all that. This week, for week 2, you will be learning about the financial institution charters and their regulators. So this week, to look at the learning outcomes, you will learn the background and scope of authority of the following agencies. So, and then there's a list of agencies. And then also the various state departments of financial institutions using the California Department of Business Oversight as an example. So again, you'll just be getting a good overview of the different financial institution charters and then also who regulates the different institutions. So for week 2, let me go back to look at the reading. So week 2 reading, you'll see there's again a section of banking law, a couple special pamphlet sections from banking law, and then various websites that we want you to just kind of browse, take a look at, kind of get familiar with what they do. And there is one lecture, Bank Regulatory Agencies, and then the PowerPoint for that lecture. So that will be week 2. So then next week, week 3, we will be learning about the organization of banks, bank powers, and also branch banking. So there we have it. So So this week you want to, so again, since I'm posting this on Sunday, you want to make sure that all of your responses to other students in the discussion forum for week 1 are there by this evening. And then next week, you'll start with your week 2 postings with your initial post due Wednesday, and then all of your replies and comments due the following or next Sunday. So make sure you do that. You want to make sure you do the reading, watch the video. Optional office hours this week. Let me just, they're with Professor DeLune. I just want to make sure I remember the time that he's holding his office hours. So Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So if you have any questions, just want to stop in and say hello, he will be there Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then again, just looking ahead, your first assignment is due at the end of week 3 or May 26th. So 2 weeks from today. I think that's everything. Just kind of short and sweet, not many announcements. Just wanted to go over last week and what's coming up this week. Again, it seems like you're all doing a good job plugging along. So please, if you have any questions, email me anytime. If you would rather speak on the phone, we can do that also. I would just email me so we can set up a time that works for both of us. Other than that, I think that's everything. So I hope you all have a great week. And if I don't talk to you sooner, I will be talking to you next week. Thanks, everybody.